Hi everyone, welcome to day 10 of my cloud computing series. So today we are going to learn these topics. First, address resolution protocol. Second, network address translation. Third, transport layer. Fourth, why both IP and port address is used for connection. What is socket? For fifth TCP header. Sixth, TCP connection establishment and connection. Seventh, TCP data transfer. 8 termination in TCP. Ninth, TCP congestion control in computer networks. 10th, UDP header. 11th, TCP versus UDP. We are going to see a difference between these two. And 12th, session layer. Third, presentation layer. And 14th, application layer. So I am going to explain you now. ARP is nothing but if you see converting your converting your logical address into I physical like logical to physical, like that. It's like that, like host to host, host to router, router to host, router to router, like that. If you see, if uh, how network 1 and network 2, this is there, and if A want to communicate with C, so he needs the MAC address. So what he will do, he will connect with this router, so it will see his MAC address and connect with and communicate or data transfer through this. So if you see, there is this is the diagram. So nothing but address resolution means converting your logical address to physical address. Physical address is nothing but MAC address, and logical address is IP. So converting IP to MAC address, it's like that, if you understand. So this is the hardware type protocol. You are going it's say, not I'm going to explain, you can understand this through diagram. So what is NAT? Network address translation. We are talking about IPv4. Like if you like IPv4, like now IPv6 is so vast number, but if IPv4, so there is a problem of how many hosts are there. If there is in a network, there is so many hosts, sub applications are there, sub processes are there. So how will provide IP address that? So what will happen? You will separate in network. You will separate a private like your college, everything your private, and in that there is sub process, there is sub host. So you will appoint that private IP address, private IP address. And if they want to connect with internet or anything, so what will happen, it will there is a NAT translation table, there is a port number also. So it private IP and public IP. This network, this whole network is a something public IP. Like in this network there is a public IP, the public IP network, like that. So what will happen in this, there is like this private networks are there, private IP are there, or private hosts are there. So what will happen if he wants to communicate this one? So what will happen, this one is going to this and default router, and a router device is there. So what will he store that, okay, this two has to go to this there. So he will uh, store this IP address, private IP address, and public this IP address. After when it's come after the after everything happens, after that this receiving it, sending receiving that what you have. So it going to back to you. So what will happen, it come there, and it will translate again to into your private IP, and you will access through this. So it's solving that problem. And if you see transport layer is nothing but end-to-end delivery. What is the is meaning, data link layer is like hop to hop, and so network is layer like IP address, like and host to host, and transport layer is like uh, end to end. What is end to end? Port to port. In this a there is sub applications also there. So which application is sending, which application is receiving, that is the take care of transport layer, take care of that. Okay. So it's like a port to port. And you can see error control will do checksum, congestion control, flow control will be SWG and PNSR. Multiplexing and multiplexing will happen in this. Reliability is there. In order will okay, if you understand, if you want to do in order, then you have to use TCP. If there is no in order, then it is a UDP, user and datagram protocol. So socket address, if you see socket address, like I have explained you in previous also, this is your machine 1, and this is your server, and this is your machine 2. So what will happen, so assume that now there is no socket address. So what will happen, if IP1 is also unique address, and IP1 also unique address, IP2 also unique address, but in there is a sub applications or sub host, they are also sending message. So what will happen, server will confuse in same day. If port number you are going to send, if port, if p1 and p2 p1, so what will happen, again a server will confuse. So what will do, combination of IP and port will solve this problem. What will happen then, if IP address is different and this IP address different, if there is a p1 in p2, then also it will solve, because IP address is same, but p1 in port and port 2 are different. So in this way your communicated transfer, data transfer will be smoothly happen. So this is IP plus port is equals to socket address. If you understand, I think I have explained it better, because it is through exam diagram you will understand better. Now TCP termination, TCP transmission control protocol, TCP header. So byte streaming and connection orient, it is a connection oriented type. Like it reserve that whole things, and it three-way communication will happen in TCP, and full duplexy, piggy bank, RQB, NSR, error control, flow control, and a congestion control will happen. If you see source port and destination port will have sequence number will also there, acknowledgement of that receiver is sending some acknowledge, okay, I have received your request or your data, so it acknowledgement to the sender. So this is the acknowledgement, and this is flags, you will understand acknowledgement, VSP, and window size, how many window size, like if how many segment he will accept. This is the how many accept he will accept, like that. If you see, and sequence number, how many if you see how many uh, how many how like how much he will accept, how much he accept the data, uh, total data, how much he accept. And window size means how much segment he will accept, that is the window size, and it checksums and option and piping. And this is the TCP header. TCP connection establishment is first is sending me through this. First he will send to his server, and he will see this is and taking like this. And after this, so this is the three-way communication will happening in TCP. Termination also happening this three, for synchronize, acknowledgement, synchronize, like that. Then if you see data transfer is also like, in termination, if you see there is like sent and acknowledgement received, then sent acknowledgement, I have terminated, like that. So like I have terminated, like sent acknowledgement. After that, if he send it acknowledgement, after he send one against, okay, this is happened, like finish this. So what will happen, acknowledgement is finished, like that. Three step and four step will happen in TCP to terminate the that process or datagram communication. User datagram protocol connection, it is a connectionless. There is, this is the header, only source port and destination length, how much length will be the, and checksum. So you will see it is usually used in YouTube also. If you see YouTube use UDP, because fast, it is fast, and it is but in UDP it is not reliable, because of not checking any error and all. So it's error also, and in order also, so many things are there, but it is speed. That's why if you see you read these notes, you will understand better. This is the differentiate connection, it is connection oriented, it is connectionless, it is reliable ordering, and it is less reliable non ordering. And error control mandatory, error control is optional in this. And it is slow transmission, it is fast transmission, more overhead, and because of, if you see, way of communication is happening in TCP, but in this no. So less overhead. And the flow control congestion is there, is no flow congestion, and control congestion is not there in this UDP. HTTP use TCP, FTP, DNS use UDP, both like this. Okay, I have explained you better. Session is nothing but creating sessions, creating session. If you are logging, so that is authentication, first verifying, okay, this user, then authorize how much you can access this, and this is creating a sessions. You are creating sessions. If you like, if you creating more tabs in Chrome, and after that you delete, end that Chrome, and after you come back, you will restore that all tabs. So that is the sessions only, restoration session. If you see third, you restoration session, and webinar, and all these things happen in session layers. And presentation is less nothing, converting your converting convert code conversion, formatting. Like if this is this machine only unders sending SAI1 ASCII, and this machine to EBCDIAC has no this language, no. So what will happen, presentation will convert that into, I'm converting SI into this one. And if this empty sending message like this, or like this, so what will happen, it convert this to the this ASCII, like that. So it converting code conversion, formatting conversion also can be. Encryption and decryption happen in presentation layer only, and compression also happening in compressing file, on compressing anything, it will be happen in presentation. Okay, I have explained you all the topics what we are going to learn today. So yeah, so we will going to learn tomorrow new topics. Till that time, bye.